Good morning, everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great. Children, in the last session, we had studied about fibers. Fibers are of two types, natural fibers and man made. In natural fibers, plant fibers and animal fibers. Now, in this session, we are going to learn about wool, animal fiber, wool. We'll see the as you all know, we get the wool from the sheep. Now, what are the steps for the processing of wool? Let us see. The first step is shearing. It is the removal of the woolly covering along with a thin layer of skin. You might think, okay, if that woolly layer is being removed from the body of sheep, then that means it must be hurting the animals. The animal must be feeling pain. But actually the process is paining because the upper layer of skin is because the upper layer of the thin, in fact it is extremely thin layer, and that thin layer is basically the dead layer. Now see, if you get some cut or wound, gradually your wound heals and that layer of skin, it just get removed from the body. So once that skin becomes dead, does it pain when it is removing from the body? It doesn't. In the similar way, for sheep, the uppermost layer of the is dead skin. So if that skin is removed, it doesn't feel pain. It is something like when a upper shave, when a man shaves, he doesn't feel pain. Why? Because when he shaves, he only being in contact with the uppermost layer of the skin. Therefore, it doesn't pain. And also for a sheep, once the woolly cover has been removed, again it is a natural process. The hair starts growing again. Now, another important thing is why the sheep doesn't feel its pain. Have you ever wondered, if someone pulls your hair, do you feel pain? Yes, you do. But if somebody touch your hair, do you feel pain? Not really, right? So during shaving, you did not feel paining, but somebody is cutting your hair, even then you don't feel the pain. But if someone is pulling your hairs, then you feel pain. It means whatever you are feeling, the feel of pain is due to your brain, because your brain is actually telling you or that something is paining in your body. So that when someone is pulling your hair, then you feel pain. Here so removal of removal of hair does not cause any pain. It is done during summers because why do the sheep have this woolly covering? Because it provides them warmth. It helps them to survive in cool places. Whenever you remove this woolly layer, then after that the animals may feel cold because the jacket has gone. So therefore this process is done during summer so that they can survive without the woolly covering. Again when the winter comes, they would be able to have some more hairs on their body, because the hair naturally grows on the body. So, so by the time of the winter, they may have the hairs, and they may be able to survive in the cold. Now the next process is the next step is scouring. Now you already have taken out the hairy or the wool from the animal's body. Now what next is to be done? So next, washing the sheared skin with hair, so that skin with along with the hair attached to be washed. Now this washing can be done manually also, and that is one way of doing manually, or where we can take a big container and where we can put all the sheared skin in that, and then just clean it manually. It can also be done by using the machines. You can see here in this figure. In this way, we can do the entire job of washing. Now, manually cleaning is a tedious job because you need more people. So, it is convenient to wash it by using the machines. So, this process removes all the dirt, dust, and grease from the wool. Now, third step is sorting. Now, after this, the hairs of different types and textures are sorted out or separated. Even though we are taking it out from animal's body, again, that animal might also have some dirty hairs, or one particular animal will be sheared off. Then you score it. When you are doing it in the large scale, when you are doing it large amount of wool which you obtain from a large amount different types of animals, that these wools are based on their types and textures. Then they all are separating depending upon their texture and types. As you can see in the picture, how the scene look like a site of factory where the wool is scoured and then sorted out, so that you can distinguish depending upon their type. They are used for different purposes. Now next is burr picking. Now what is burr and why do we pick burr? First, let's try to understand what are burrs. Burrs are small fluffy fibers. Have you ever seen when you see in the wools or in the entire jacket. It looks so smooth, but still at some places you can see some fluffy structures, some ball like structures, very tiny ball like structures. They are called burrs. So these burrs are just like just like the rose. Rose has thorns. Similarly, the wool fibers have burrs, not like structure, which might be present in the fibers at certain places. This is how the burrs look like. These are just bubble like kind of structure on the wools. So due to the presence of these burrs, wool gets a scratchy surface or a scratchy feel. Now some soft wools have less burrs while some have more burrs. So we try to remove as many burrs as we can. Burrs are scoured and dried again. How the burrs are removed? So burrs are scoured and dried again. Now wherever you will see burrs, you repeat the process of scouring there. That is, you repeat the process of washing. When you wash them again, you just stretch them. You'll find some bubble like structure and then you dry again. This process helps in reducing the number of burrs. So burrs breaking is very important part in the wool processing. Now once it is done, then the next is dyeing. Dyeing is like we wear sweaters and jackets of many different colors, but that doesn't mean if it doesn't mean that green color wool is made from the green color shape. Mostly the sheaves are of white, brown color. These colors wool which we obtain are fibers are dyed into various colors so that hair is drawn into fibers. So now the time is time when actually wool get the fibers. So they will not have any dust, dirt or grease, anything. They all are in entangled form. Now they all are stretched in thin fiber like fibers, and then they are dyed into different colors. As you can see here in the picture, the wool fibers are colored in red, blue, green and so many other colors, so that it can be used for making various colorful woolen wear. Then finally the last step is that is rolling into yarn. Now everything is done. You have already got the clean fibers. Now is the time that you have to comb and roll into yarn. So these are called wool yarns. If you will roll them in this way, it would be easy to handle them. I'm sure that you might have seen your mom or grandmom for making sweaters. Well, if you will roll them in a yarn, like a ball, it would be easy for them to handle. Here you can see the wool fibers which have been dyed. After dyed, they after dyeing in various color, it need to be dried. Here you can see different colors of wools: red, blue, brown. So these are the woolen fibers. They are rolled into yarn. That's all about the processing of wool. Thank you.